guys, what's up? So I'm doing this video just so you know there's no disrespect to anyone at all. It's really just for maybe you guys watching to perhaps show a little more compassion and to see things from the other side of the coin. Because I've been scrolling like my Facebook and I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends on Facebook, like generally the people, basically I've been scrolling on Facebook and I've seen a lot of people that want this partial MCO, whatever you call it, to not even be there to continue the full MCO. And I get that. I understand where we're coming from. I think it's great that we as Malaysians, we want that. We really want to hapuskan this COVID-19 situation. But you really have to see it from the other point of view. It's where people, like, don't get me wrong, the people that I see on my newsfeed, we're all very lucky. I would say we're all very grateful to be in a position where we can have an extended MCO and continue to stay at home. But think about the families that don't. Think about the families that live paycheck to paycheck. Now, I grew up in an okay home, but I remember talking to my mom about it, and when I just started working, I was getting, I think, about 1,000 ringgit. Yeah, like fresh grad, double degree, everything. Went to Switzerland, came back. I applied for a job and I got like my starting pay like 1,200, and I was wondering, wow, how did my mom survive with kids? She got married when she was 20 something. She had her first kid around my age. So I was asking, how did you survive at that point of time, you know, with kids, with families. At that point of time we stayed with my grandparents, and she was telling me, and I still remember this, she was telling me that after spending everything that she needed to spend on the household, on us, on family, on necessities, she was only left with 1 or 2 ringgit in her bank account. And that really got to me, cause I feel so grateful now to be able to have this job, to be able to provide whatever I need to provide, to be able to give my parents money every month, to be able to spend and just be there for them and my extended family whenever necessary. But not everyone has that opportunity to do so. Not everyone is that lucky. Not everyone is that fortunate. So for all these people that are going back to work today on Monday, I really think it's not cause they want to, they really need to. They have a family to support, they have bills to pay, they have mouths to feed. And I just want you, if you are of the mindset like, hey, we want extended MCO, we want this to be really gone, we want the safety of Malaysians to be prioritized. Yes, I get you. But you also have to remember that there are people less fortunate than us. There are people less fortunate than me. There's definitely going to be people more fortunate than me as well. And for these people, yes, we can continue to have our MCO. But for the people out there that really need to work, that really need to find money, why not we just let them go and find money? We support them if we can. If you have the luxury to continue staying home and to continue to isolate yourself and just quarantine yourself, then please, by all means, do that. I'm doing it too. But if you really need to go out and find money, then hey, I get it. I get that you have mouths to feed. You have to earn a living. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and there are people that live day by day as well. Not because they want to, it's just the less fortunate, I guess. I haven't been there, so I can't say I completely understand, but I'm really trying my best to empathize with what they're feeling. And this MCO really impacted me, to notice that a lot of big companies, I mean, imagine a lot of big companies are closing down, it really goes to show. Maybe you can say no proper planning, never financially plan properly. Yes, maybe that is a point, that is a valid point. But you also have to take into account when they close down, how many people are out of a job, how many people now have to go out and look for a job, and how is the economy right now. I remember reading a quote by Jack Ma that says, forget about your dreams, forget about your passion, this year is about surviving. And for all these people who come out to work today, I really think that, yeah, they really have to find the money. Okay, yes, you have those that really go out saja. That one, of course, you padan muka lah. If people really want to talk shit about you, you take it only. Take responsibility for your actions lah. You can allow people to go out and find their means of income, to make money, to earn a living. Allow them to do so for their family, for themselves. So I'm just really coming from a point of view where, yes, I think a lot of people in my circle, or like in my circle, in my bigger circle, in my bigger circle, are very fortunate to still have jobs, still have savings in a bank account, still be able to spend a little bit more for the necessities that we need. But there are a lot of people out there who don't, and who really need to just get out there and make money. And I'm just trying to get people to understand that, instead of saying, no, we must have extended. How long do we want to extend this? We have to understand that COVID-19 will never be completely eradicated anytime soon. That will never happen. But I trust, based on how the government has been handling things, that this is a right move to make, because Muhyiddin has also announced how much we've been losing every day when we are in lockdown. And if we continue this, I really don't know. I do not run a country, so I really do not know what goes into running a country, the expenses that goes into running a country. But I believe he has been very honest with us throughout this entire COVID-19 journey, whereby he doesn't over-deliver and he doesn't over-promise. He, as it happens, he tells us. For example, he says, we need an extension, we need an extension. It's like working. When your boss gives you work and you say, okay, I can do it in 2 weeks, and then you show your boss, cannot, these are the results, I need another 2 weeks. Okay, boss, cannot, I need another 2 weeks. And I think that's good. It's a two-way communication, it's understanding one another. So based on what he has done so far, I trust that they have taken into account, once they relax the MCO a bit, yes, definitely cases will spike. Definitely. But I believe they have taken into account that I think our hospitals can take it if it spikes. What will happen if the numbers continue to rise? There will be a plan B, plan C. Now, I'm very confident in saying this based on how they've been handling the whole situation of the country so far. I mean, comparing to, you know, other countries. So yeah, I really just urge you guys who want extended MCO. I completely understand where you're coming from. I would want that too, but we have to understand that this country is not just ours. We share it with insert population of Malaysia, you know, this many other people in Malaysia, and not all of them are as fortunate as us. So yeah, just really think about that. And yeah, I really hope that by slowly relaxing the MCO, people will be able to go back to work and earn a living for those that really need it. For those that don't, I know a lot of companies that are still saying no, we work from home, which is good. You as a company, if you think that it's not safe yet, don't do it. It's like when it's late at night, 12, 1 a.m, if you are a parent and you feel that it's dangerous to let your kids out at that point of time, then don't let your kid go out at 12 or 1 a.m. at night. But if you think that, yeah, they're grown up, they can handle themselves, then okay, you know, it's really just trying to understand the other side instead of opposing what's going on. Because I really think during this time that our government is really focusing on the rakyat and what the people really need, instead of bringing everything else into play. Race, religion, whatever, that's just put one side during this whole time. And I really appreciate that. I haven't seen this ever growing up, where everyone didn't care about race or religion, everyone just wanted to be safe. But it's come to a point where people really need money now. And I really don't want, when MCO is completely lifted, for our crime rates to shoot up, because obviously that is definitely going to happen if our economy doesn't slowly grow again. So yeah, that's just my PSA. I just feel like I needed to say something about this because I feel it's a bit unfair for all of the people that need to start working to be blamed for it. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to not be in that situation, but I think I can empathize because of what my mom went through when she came back, when she was telling me the hardships that she went through growing up and being married, and really saying like, you know, sometimes I really got 1-2 ringgit in my bank account and I'm just really trying to survive, and I'm just doing the best that I can for the family. I never knew about all this growing up. I only knew about this when I was an adult and I actually had to talk to her about it. She didn't even say it publicly to me. So yeah, I really hope you guys understand. Again, no hate. There's nothing, okay? Don't take this badly. Don't be so negative about it. Please, it's really just to try and understand from someone else's point of view. Just put yourself in someone else's shoes. Just think, if I really live day to day, paycheck to paycheck, and I have not been working for 2 months now, how? I have a family to feed. They rely on me. I cannot keep giving them just plain rice with soya sauce every day. I might be exaggerating, but I might not be. So yeah. Stay safe, guys.